So, my dear friends, time for questions, answers, comments. And we already have a couple of questions. Let me just take them out for everybody. Okay. So, the first question that has been asked, this question is regarding the so many number of gods and goddesses that are in Hinduism. And so, the real question actually, was a long question that was asked. So, I have simplified it. And I've simplified it to a single line. It says, there are so many gods and goddesses in Hinduism. How do I decide which one to pray to? And if I am praying to one, am I ignoring the others? Will I be punished for it? In the sense of the heart feels fearful that if I am reciting one mantra and I am ignoring the others, am I doing justice to my spiritual practice? If I am following only Krishna and I'm not following the other gods and goddesses, am I doing justice or am I losing my way? Am I being led to moksha or not? That is the question. So the answer, Hinduism is such a vast and rich religion. And everything in Hinduism starts from you, from each one of us. Now, it is true that as jivas, as individuals, body, minds, and personalities, we have different temperaments. And as in different temperaments, we are living different stories in our lives, and our needs in each life can be different. So although the truth is Sanatan, is eternal, that there is one consciousness which is continuous and absolute, which is Brahman. And all gods and goddesses which are in form, which have a name, which have a function, they are subservient to that one Brahman. They exist in that one Brahman. So if we were to say one God, God with a capital G, that is absolute existence, consciousness, bliss, or Brahman. Now, from those descend all the deities with forms, names, and functions, including all of us humans with forms, names, and functions. Now, it depends on you what you want. If I am living in this transactional world and this is all I know of, then my need is money. So I will pray to a deity who will give me money. I will go to Mahalakshmi, I will go to Kuber. If I want strength and courage, I will go to Ma Durga, I will go to Hanumanji. If I want knowledge and wisdom, I will go to Ma Saraswati, I will go to Ganesha. So it depends on you what you want. So similarly, you have a family guru, you have Kul Devta, you have your Ishta Guru or a personal favorite, Ishta Devta is your personal favorite deity. So what is it that you want? So till you are working in the transactional world, you want certain things from this world, and all these deities are there to fulfill these. But what does the Gita say about all these gods and goddesses? The Gita says, whichever form a devotee chooses to worship in faith, okay, I make that faith steady. So Krishna here is saying that you may pray to God in any form and I will make that faith steady. Why? Because eventually the prayer and the love that you are giving to a deity which is in form and a name is actually going to be offered to the formless infinite, because all of these are part of the formless infinite. And when we say Krishna, we are not specifically mentioning to the body, mind, and personality of Jadava, the Krishna who was the cowherd who killed Kamsa. We are talking of the infinite vast Sachidananda, who is also known as Krishna. So Krishna is just another name for Sachidananda. That means omnipresent consciousness. So that Krishna consciousness, that omnipresent consciousness is saying that to whichever deity you want to pray, you pray. Because you are in a body, you don't understand infinite, formless, and therefore you pray to a form. But whatever prayer you are giving to that form, that is eventually coming to me, because everything is a part of me. So it really does not matter to which deity you are praying. Fix one deity, whichever is close to your heart, whatever your bhav, is there. And also, if you have come to the point where you know that the things of this world are not going to give you lasting happiness. And now again, it starts from you. Now you are saying, I want moksha. And when your yearning and need for moksha is so intense, then the same formless infinite Krishna consciousness or Satchidananda will send you the Guru. And Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara. Guru supersedes all deities because he has been personally sent you. This particular form of the infinite has been personally sent you to guide you, holding your hand back to your own infinite consciousness. So do not be afraid. Now, here also comes another point. Are you praying to God out of fear, or are you praying to God out of love? If you really love God, then you will not be afraid of being misunderstood. You will not be afraid that God will think, oh, I don't love, I'm only presenting my love to one deity and I'm ignoring the other. He will understand. He is our parent. So if we love our parents, they just know. Even if we don't express our love all the time, they know. God, the parent, the omnipresent consciousness, knows that in whichever way we are praying and loving, we are giving it to Him. And the Guru is that specific, a channel which has come to your life. So if you have a Guru, go with the Guru. If you do not have a Guru yet, then follow your heart and move towards your Ishta, or pick up one mantra that somebody may have guided you to have. And then so even if you're given a mantra, that consider that mantra to be the manifest form of the infinite Lord. Those words, the Gayatri mantra is the form of Mother Gayatri. And what is Mother Gayatri? Is the wisdom of the universe. So everything comes to be that actually God is formless and infinite. But for our ease and our comfort and our, they take up so many forms and come into our lives. And we can go to infinity picking any form. So just follow your heart. And of course, if you have your Guru, then Guru is your portal to the infinite. So I think that would be for this question. Now, another question has been asked about devotion. This is about a verse from the Uddhav Gita that I had posted a few days ago. And I will just read the verse. This is from chapter 14, verses 32 and 33. Whatever is acquired through works, austerities, knowledge, dispassion, yoga, or charity, or through any other means of well being, my devotee easily attains to it all through devotion to me, even heaven, or liberation, or my abode, should he care to have it. So here, Krishna is talking to Uddhava here in Uddhava Gita. And Uddhav, if people don't know, Uddhav was the charioteer of Krishna. And the Uddhav Gita is the last dialogue between Sri Krishna and Uddhava, where Krishna gives personal instructions to Uddhava. And here he is saying that one who is devoted unto me, he needn't go for knowledge, he needn't go for concentration, and whatever he wants, he will be fulfilled. This is true. All paths of yoga are true. For a Jnani, Jnana Yoga is completely true. Single path is true. But what kind of love and devotion is required for us to go to the point where God is saying, you want liberation, take liberation. You want to be with me, you be with me, and so on, whatever your heart's desire is. So the kind of devotion and love that is required is single pointed. When all your thoughts are of God, when all your emotions are only the love towards God, where all your activities are only remembering that God is the doer and dedicated to the Lord. When in body, in mind, in heart, in action, in breath, when you can remember God, that kind of love promises this outcome. And love, definitely, it said that love is the easier path. It is more difficult to be a jnani. It is more difficult to follow karma yoga. Love is natural to each one of us. But the kind of love that is demanded is very natural. Now, why should not God expect such a love from us? Now, think of you as a young lover, a young romantic lover who has a beloved. Would you not want your beloved to have thoughts of you and not think of other people of the opposite gender? You would want single pointed attention. You would want that your beloved should care only about you, that your beloved should think about you, care about you, love only you, so you become possessive about the beloved. Lord is also possessive about our love. Master said this. Master said God is very possessive and he's a jealous God. Means if you scatter, if you say, God, I love you, but you keep scattering your attention, emotions, feeling things here and there, and you want the things of the world, then God doesn't like it because it is a natural way of love. So be so in love that nothing else matters. And then all of this that has been said in this shloka, in these verses, is going to be true of you. God is a loving presence. Start to feel him. And then, once you actually start to feel his love, you don't even want to give your love to anything else. You don't want to scatter your attention. Such is the power of his love. The more and more you go towards that love and light, you will start to feel that awesomeness, the overwhelmingness of it all. And this shloka will become true for you. Okay, so that's it for these two questions. Captain Joy, do we have any other question?
Om Guru, Dr. Radhika ji, and everyone. There are two questions we have. I'll go ahead with the first one. It is said that we should deepen our meditation more than yesterday's meditation, but isn't regularly in our hands and deep meditation in the hands of Guru. I someday in meditation reaches astral world, and some days there is no ecstatic experience. How to deepen it more than yesterday?
Okay, so the simple sign of deepening meditation is, even if you have no astral experiences, is when you sit for meditation, how many thoughts do you have? If you are the number of thoughts that disturb you, the amount of restlessness in your meditation is lesser each day, then you are progressing. You may have some phenomenal experiences, you may not have. They are not the benchmark of your progress in meditation. The more of benchmark is your ability to quickly go towards a state where your thoughts are less. And the technique to go about this is to use your prana shakti, is to use the pranayam technique. So if your mind still wanders, the sooner you do your pranayam, practically it will catch you. So for example, for a beginner person who begins Kriya Yoga, even while doing his kriyas and even after he has finished few kriyas, the thoughts are still coming. But as you are become a deeper and deeper meditator, you find that even with a couple of kriyas, you can go to that point where thoughts start to cease or they start to decrease. So that is how you feel your progress. So this is the simplest sign. Of course, there are many other signs, but if nothing else, just keep this as a pointer. And also, another simple pointer can be when you refer to the I in meditation, say I am meditating. Does that I point out to your body mind, or does that I point out to the experience of presence? So if you are going from person to presence experience more quickly than previously, then you are progressing in meditation day to day. And of course, the simpler thing is to see how many thoughts you have and how quickly you can go from restlessness into the state of stillness. If you follow this, you will find that you are progressing slowly and slowly. And as Master said, it will take time. So it's all right. And we do not expect any fruit. We do not say demand from God that we want phenomenal experiences, we want astral travel, nothing of that sort. Are we just placing ourselves to sit in meditation, and are we offering our practice as a devotional offering to God? Each practice of meditation should be offered to God with love. So again, another sign, if you can feel that your loving offering of your meditation to God is deeper, it's a sign that you're going deeper. Instead of saying, God, give me a good meditation today, instead of that, if you can say, God, I offer to you each breath and each meditation that I do. So that sense of surrender and softness of heart that comes, that is also another sign that your today's meditation is better than your previous day's meditation. So just don't go by phenomena. So I think that's it. What is the other question?
Next question is, if low energy feelings like anger, revenge keep pulling us down, how can we keep lifting ourselves out of that mind state and focus on peace and joy as the guiding principle?
Okay, so you're saying that it is important for you to have a negative, benchmark so that you can know that, oh, I am in this negative state, and then as a relative or a comparative rising up, you want to come towards joy. So you're talking of relativities. So yes, this is the world of duality, and without a down, there is no up. Without a right, there is no wrong. Yes, that is true, but there is a bliss that exists beyond the pleasure, happiness, and joy of this world. There is a peace that exists which is beyond the unruffling and simple lack of troubles of this world. We are going to go towards that peace which does not have an opposite. So in the dual world, yes, we need the comparison of day and night, but eventually we have to go in the lightless light and the darkless dark. Appears to be paradoxical, but that is the state of absolute existence. And going in that state, which is the treasure of all treasures, is the point where there will be no duality and your bliss will be permanent. And there is no opposite to that. So, of course, the fact that you are playing in this game of life and you like to be angry someday and you like to be peaceful someday, if you are liking this ride of going up and down, continue to do so till you get fed up and tired of it. So, a day will come when you say, have had enough of this ride. Yes, I do feel peace sometimes as compared to my anger on the previous day, but I'm fed up of going up and down. I'm fed up of this roller coaster. When that point comes, where you are even fed up of the relative peace and calmness of this world, and you want absolute unconditional bliss and an unceasing peace which has no opposite. When that point comes, you are ready to move to without relativity and without comparison. You are ready to experience the bliss of the soul. Of course, it comes with practice. So it is important. Again, there is a point of reference. So on the one hand is the pleasure of the dual world. On the other hand is the bliss which is unconditioned. You have to taste the higher bliss to know that the lesser pleasure or lesser peace was petty. And therefore, if you meditate regularly and you even once experience a fraction of that peace which has no opposite, you will automatically know that this lesser game of up and down, of anger and versus peace is not worth it. So just feel it in yourself. Go step by step. Ask yourself, is it sufficient for me to have the pleasure of the senses that give me final satisfaction? If yes, continue. If no, then how will I get final satisfaction? How will I get final happiness and peace? Then comes the entire practice that has been given in the Gita, that has been given by the Guru, comes at the point where you're already fed up of this up and down game of things coming and going, the impermanence of life, the temporary pleasures which promise a lot of happiness but don't give. And so you're already fed up and now you want to go higher and higher and higher. And you will be able to, as you experience it, you will know that this is my true reality. And that is why I must go home into that reality. I will have to leave the lesser things behind. They appear attractive, but they cause me pain as well. So I choose not to play this dual game and I choose to stabilize myself in a peace which has no opposite, a peace that passes all understanding, as Jesus Christ said. So I think that would be it for this question.
Last question.
Yes.
Something holds me back when it's time to do daily Kriya. I start making excuses to do very little or skip it all together. But I have enough time for social media and other distractions. How to get over this inertia and give Master and God top priority?
Okay, it's a very good question. Now, know that there is a definite negative force that exists in the world, which wants to keep people in bondage, and that is the force which is known as Satan. So there is a satanic force which exists in the world, and Master said that I testify to the presence of this negative force. Like all other saints who have previously, Christ has, Krishna has, there are so many devils. So the satanic force will make sure that you stay bound. Every next time you have these thoughts that, okay, let me engage in social media. Oh, I will do my meditation later. Oh, this is not so important. Oh, maybe my other work is important. Immediately tell yourself, this is Satan working on my mind. And do we want to defeat Satan? Of course, we want to defeat Satan. Do we want to put in the self effort? Yes, it will take effort. It will take patience. It will take perseverance. It will take a steady command of your own mind over your own satanic mind. So the universal negative force which exists will make you believe that you don't need meditation and Kriya Yoga. But the opposite is true. So don't go by, oh, I don't feel like meditating today. No. Feel like, don't go by feel like. You cannot lead your life by feel like. Oh, I don't feel like I'm worthy of God's love. It's a false thing. This is what satanic thought does to you. We are all worthy of God's love. We all need to achieve our freedom. We are all worthy of freedom. We deserve our freedom. We will work for our freedom. Any thought which tells you that you needn't have that freedom is the Satan's pull to keep you in bondage. Now it is up to each one of us whether we want to fight this war or no. First, we must become alert of these negative thoughts. And even in many world religions, it is said that Satan will whisper in your ear and run away. And that whispering will be, oh, you don't need to meditate. Oh, you don't need God. Oh, don't you think you are pretty happy in the life that you are living? So watch out. Watch out for these thoughts. And just as Jesus said, get thee behind me, Satan. I will not listen to you. I will have my freedom. It is my birthright. And my Guru has come to save me. I will follow the footsteps of my master. And I will not give in to any lesser thoughts that are not doing any good to me. They are not serving me. They are keeping me in bondage. I will sever these thoughts with the sword of my discrimination, with my discernment, with my viveka, with my buddhi. My buddhi knows I must do Kriya Yoga. With that sword, I will cut down these lesser thoughts and I will go towards my own freedom, because only that will give me the happiness and the bliss that I am looking for. So fight this battle. We all need to fight this battle and be victorious over it. And this is the battle, inner battle of Mahabharata. And Krishna says to Arjuna, go and fight the battle. And that's what the Guru says, go in and fight the battle. And we'll all be victorious. Krishna will be on our side. The Guru is on our side. And we are all yearning for that infinite truth. So God bless us all on that journey. So I guess with that thought, we will end today's session. God bless us all. We will all meet on Monday for our evening meditation. Jai Guru. Bye-bye.